I think I'm just brunette because of the books.
And everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway.
Do you remember when everyone thought Blake Lively was Hollywood's sweetheart? Yeah, so did we, until we found out not everyone in Tinseltown is a fan. Turns out, behind the red carpet smiles and picture-perfect Instagram posts, there's been a lot of drama. In today's video, we're gonna dive into 10 celebrities who had major problems with Blake Lively. Some called her out for being difficult, others threw shade in interviews, and a few even took things to the courtroom. So what really happened? Let's break it all down. Leighton Meester versus Blake Lively. Blake Lively and Leighton Meester defined a generation of TV drama as Serena van der Woodsen and Blair Waldorf in Gossip Girl. Their on-screen friendship was legendary, glamorous, dramatic, and sometimes cutthroat, but behind the scenes, let's just say the Upper East Side wasn't as friendly as it seemed. According to multiple reports, Lively and Meester weren't exactly besties in real life. Sure, they worked together for 6 seasons, but off-set, they barely interacted. Showrunner Joshua Safran even confirmed this, saying Blake and Leighton were not friends. They were friendly, but they were not friends like Serena and Blair. Translation: professional but distant. One key factor, their wildly different personality. Lively was the social butterfly, always present, always engaged with whatever was happening around her. Meester, on the other hand, was more reserved, often spotted reading on set, keeping to herself. Some crew members claimed this contrast created friction, with one even alleging that Lively came across as a bully. While that's just one side of the story, it added fuel to the rumors. Was it a full-blown feud? Maybe not, but it's clear that while Serena and Blair were soulmates on screen, Blake and Leighton were just co-workers, ones who probably couldn't wait to say goodbye when the cameras stopped rolling. Armie Hammer calls out Blake Lively's diva behavior. Blake Lively has always had a reputation for being effortlessly glamorous, but according to Gossip Girl guest star Armie Hammer, working with her wasn't exactly a dream. Back in 2009, Hammer appeared on the show as Gabriel Edwards, one of Serena van der Woodsen's many love interests. But when asked years later about his experience, he didn't have the nicest things to say. During a 2017 episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Hammer was asked who the biggest diva on set was. He hesitated, clearly trying to choose his words carefully, before finally admitting that Gossip Girl was not his favorite job. When Cohen pressed him for more, Hammer just laughed awkwardly, refusing to elaborate. Now, if someone straight up refuses to spill tea, it usually means it was piping hot. This small remark could have been brushed off, except it wasn't the first time rumors about Lively's behavior on set had popped up. Some crew members had already hinted at tensions, and others claimed Lively wasn't exactly the warmest to co-stars unless cameras were rolling. Then, when Hammer's comments resurfaced in 2025 amid Lively's legal battle with It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni, people started putting the pieces together. Maybe Hammer was onto something. Mehedi. Anna Kendrick versus Blake Lively. Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick brought the perfect mix of charm and chaos to a simple favor. But behind the scenes, things weren't quite as picture perfect. Ever since the 2018 film wrapped, whispers about tension between the two actresses have refused to die down. While neither Kendrick nor Lively have outright confirmed bad blood, fans couldn't help but notice how distant they seemed during the film's press tour. They rarely interacted. Their interviews felt off, and when asked about their working relationship, both kept it way too vague. Suspicious? Maybe.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. Your relationship, was there a relationship before this film? Did you guys know each other?
I've met like a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And you know, and thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
Disney. Who's bigger, Disney? You've been a princess, of course. You've been Cinderella, but...
I can't be a Disney princess ever.
Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you.
Then in 2024, the sequel, Another Simple Favor, was announced, and Kendrick's reaction made people raise their eyebrows. When asked if she was excited to work with Lively again, she gave what can only be described as a shady response. Instead of hyping up her co-star, Kendrick simply said, I mean, yeah, sure. Not exactly the enthusiasm you'd expect, right? Fast forward to 2025, and things got even weirder at the South by Southwest SXSW premiere. According to sources, Kendrick and Lively barely interacted, and when they did, the energy was icy. That was all the internet needed to go into full-blown detective mode, analyzing every little exchange between the two. Now, director Paul Feig has tried to shut down the rumors, calling them total BS. But considering how much buzz this alleged feud has generated, fans aren't so sure. Maybe it's just two professionals who don't vibe. Or maybe there's more to the story than Hollywood is letting on. Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. When Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni were cast in It Ends With Us, fans expected a powerful on-screen duo. What they got instead, a full-blown legal battle that's making more headlines than the actual movie. It all started in late 2024 when Lively accused Baldoni of inappropriate behavior on set, claiming he created a toxic work environment. She didn't hold back, filing a lawsuit that detailed everything from unsettling comments to outright harassment. The accusation sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Lively, known for her polished public image, wasn't just walking away from this. She was ready to fight. Baldoni, however, wasn't about to take the allegations lying down. He hit back with a countersuit, accusing Lively of defamation and claiming she was trying to destroy his career. His legal team argued that her claims were exaggerated, even fabricated, in an attempt to paint him as the villain. And just like that, what should have been a career-defining project turned into a messy courtroom drama. As if things weren't tense enough, Lively then requested a protective order against Baldoni, citing concerns for her safety. The judge agreed, enforcing restrictions on their interactions outside of professional obligations. And let's be real, if a court has to step in to make sure co-stars keep their distance, something seriously went down. Sharon Stone gets unexpectedly dropped from Blake Lively's sequel. Sharon Stone was all set to join Another Simple Favor, the much-anticipated sequel to the 2018 thriller starring Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. But in a classic Hollywood twist, she found out she wasn't in the movie, along with the rest of us. It all unfolded when E! News posted an update about the film's cast. Stone, clearly caught off guard, jumped into the comments section with a casual bombshell. "Well, I guess I'm not in it. I was cut from the film. I was looking forward to it." Ouch. Fans were shook. Not only had Stone's role never been publicly announced, but the fact that she found out this way? Beyond awkward. Was it a last-minute creative change? A behind-the-scenes fallout? No one knows, and the studio isn't talking. Director Paul Feig, who usually isn't shy about engaging with fans, has been suspiciously quiet about the whole thing. That silence is making people wonder if there's more drama behind the scenes than we realize. Scarlett Johansson versus Blake Lively, a silent Hollywood feud. Scarlett Johansson and Blake Lively don't exactly throw shade at each other on social media or trade insults in interviews, but Hollywood whispers tell a different story, and it all boils down to one name: Ryan Reynolds. Rewind to the late 2000s. Scarlett and Ryan were the golden couple, two of the most attractive people on the planet, casually married like it was no big deal, but in 2011 they shocked everyone with a divorce. Just months later, Ryan was spotted getting cozy with Blake Lively, and by 2012 they were married. The speed of it all had the internet asking, did Blake Lively swoop in too fast? Johansson never publicly addressed the rumors, but insiders claim she wasn't exactly thrilled. The timeline alone fueled speculation, with tabloids suggesting that she felt blindsided by how quickly Ryan moved on. To make things worse, Reynolds and Lively became that couple, publicly roasting each other, sharing dreamy family photos, basically rubbing their fairy tale love story in everyone's face. Compared to Scarlett and Ryan's ultra-private marriage, this was a very different vibe. While Scarlett has never outright trashed Lively, she did drop a few cryptic comments over the years. In a 2012 interview, she mentioned how she wasn't interested in discussing her ex's new relationships, making it clear she was done with that chapter. But fans couldn't help but read between the lines. Was it just indifference, or was there a little resentment bubbling underneath? Blake Lively and Parker Posey. Interviews can be awkward, but Blake Lively and Parker Posey took it to another level during a Cafe Society press junket in 2016, and people are still talking about it. It started with Norwegian journalist Kjersti Flaa sitting down with the two actresses for what should have been a standard promo interview. Instead, she got what she later described as the most uncomfortable interview of my career. And watching the footage, yeah, she wasn't exaggerating. Throughout the interview, Lively and Posey seemed completely disinterested. Posey kept giggling at random moments, while Lively had an expression that screamed, "Why am I even here?" When Flaa tried to ask a simple question, she was either ignored, met with awkward silence, or given a half-hearted response. It was painful. Fast forward to 2024, and the clip resurfaced online under the title, "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job." And once again, the internet exploded. Fans called Lively and Posey rude, unprofessional, and out of touch. Others argued that the journalist might have rubbed them the wrong way, but still, was that an excuse to act so dismissive? Things escalated when a source close to Lively claimed that the interviewer was actually being rude behind the scenes, which supposedly led to the weird tension. But that explanation didn't satisfy the internet. If that was the case, why didn't they just stay professional and power through? The whole situation became another reminder that, in the age of social media, nothing truly disappears. One awkward moment from 2016 became a PR nightmare 8 years later, proving that if you give the internet something to dissect, they will run with it. Mommy Sleuths and Candace Owens. The internet's new obsession with Blake Lively. Blake Lively might be Hollywood royalty, but that hasn't stopped the internet from putting her under a magnifying glass. And this time, it's not just tabloids stirring up drama, it's an army of self-proclaimed mommy sleuths on social media, alongside none other than Candace Owens, who has turned Lively into her latest talking point. First, let's talk about the mommy sleuths. These aren't your average gossip bloggers. They're a new breed of online detectives, moms with too much time on their hands, and a deep commitment to scrutinizing every detail of celebrity life. And right now, Blake Lively is their favorite target. The drama kicked off amid her ongoing legal battle with Justin Baldoni, where Lively accused him of creating a toxic work environment on It Ends With Us. That alone was enough to spark controversy, but the mommy sleuths took it to another level. Across TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram, these amateur investigators dissect Lively's interviews, body language, and even how she phrases her social media captions, claiming they reveal a pattern of dishonesty. Some have even called her a master manipulator, accusing her of using her wholesome public image to dodge accountability. The result? A full-blown online hate campaign, with thousands of people debating whether Lively is a misunderstood actress or a behind-the-scenes diva. Candace Owens. And just when things couldn't get messier, Candace Owens stepped in, because of course she did. Owens, never one to miss an opportunity to drag a celebrity into the culture wars, has been relentless in her criticism of Lively. She's accused her of hypocrisy, questioned her legal claims, and even suggested that Taylor Swift is quietly distancing herself from her once close friend. Owens' audience, already primed for celebrity takedowns, ran with it, fueling even more speculation about Lively's relationships and reputation. Now, does Blake Lively care about a bunch of internet detectives and a right-wing firebrand trying to bring her down? Probably not. She's still living her best life, raising her kids with Ryan Reynolds, and let's be real, probably laughing at half of this nonsense. But it does prove one thing: in the age of social media, no celebrity is safe from the court of public opinion. And right now, the internet jury is having a field day with Blake Lively. Blake Lively and Zendaya. In the world of high fashion, where every glance and gesture is scrutinized, a seemingly minor interaction can ignite a wildfire of speculation. Such was the case during the 2018 Michael Kors show at New York Fashion Week, where an alleged moment between Blake Lively and Zendaya became the talk of the town. Both actresses, known for their impeccable style and poise, were seated front row at the event. As the show progressed, keen-eyed observers couldn't help but notice what appeared to be a subtle side-eye from Zendaya directed towards Lively. The brief moment was captured on video and quickly went viral, with fans and media outlets dissecting the footage frame by frame. Despite the buzz, both Zendaya and Blake Lively continued to shine in their respective careers, with no further incidents to suggest any ongoing tension. The fashion world moved on to its next spectacle, but this brief episode remains a testament to how quickly rumors can spread in the age of social media. Is Blake Lively really Hollywood's undercover villain, or is this just a case of classic celebrity drama? Let us know in the comments.